Hi Chantel, this is Sarah with Flourish, and I'm finally getting to your shop critique. I apologize for the extremely crazy long delay, but I appreciate your amazing patience and waiting for me. All right, so let's talk about your shop. Now, I got the link to your shop, and it's called ChristalDreamz or ChristalDreamz. Let's see if there's so this is your home page. So what you're missing is the Etsy banner. Okay. And so you need to have, the banner is a large space that covers pretty much from here all the way across and back over. And this is where you would have your branding put. So I see here that you have, it looks like a C and a D, which is kind of cool. I see that you have this here, which kind of resembles like beads on a bracelet, so that makes sense. But you don't have a banner. So I would absolutely create a banner, and if you don't have one already, or if you don't want to hire a graphic designer at the moment, you absolutely can go to canva.com, canva.com, and they actually already have a template. And that template will be the exact measurements that Etsy requires for the banner photo. If you already have your logo, or if you have some graphics that describe your branding or that show your branding, you can add it right into the banner on Canva. It's a pretty cool site. It's very user-friendly, very easy to design something. I think you'll like it. So definitely add that in, because when you look at all the major stores on Etsy, they all have that banner. It looks professional. It should have your business name. So ChristalDreamz, if that's your business name. And then it should have the tagline underneath of the name. It looks like you're using unique handcrafted beaded jewelry and accessories. You'd want that underneath of where you have your business name listed. Now, once you get that in there, that banner in there, then all this drops down. And this line right here is really important to Google SEO. So you want to put keywords in this section. So it would be like beaded bracelets, perhaps beaded earrings or beaded jewelry. Whatever the strong keywords are that you use for your items, you would put in this spot. Okay, so your announcement, you say, hello, welcome to ChristalDreamz. You want to put a little bit more in that. If you're having a promotion or a sale, you can put your coupon code here. If you have a website or a blog or a social media page, you can put that info in here. It's also listed on your about page, but this is kind of a nice area right up top that people can see. So you want to put stuff that's really important into this space. You have all of your categories organized properly, which is awesome. You also are using some nice long tail keywords to describe each category, which is fantastic. That's also going to help boost your Google ranking. Let's go down to your about page. All right, let's look at your pictures. Oh, looks like you have craft fair. Vendor. Okay, so what you want to show here is you want to show pictures of your materials, pictures of the tools that you use, of your workspace, of your studio space, pictures of you and your hands actually creating the items that you're making. That's a big one, because you want to really add value into your items, and you want people to see that it's a handmade bracelet, or that it's a handmade necklace or earrings. And you can do that by actually showing you sitting down at your craft area or your studio space making the items. Also, if you wanted to show a picture of you and your family, you and your children, you and your pets, any kind of personalization to it, where people see you as a person and not just a company, is good. That all adds value to your items. Then people aren't questioning the price so much, because they can see that these were actually handmade. All right, you have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. That's perfect. If you have a blog or a website, you can also put that there as well. I'm not going to go through your policies too much because they really vary with every different shop. Okay, let's talk about your pricing, your photos, and your SEO. So your pricing, really, out of all the studies that they have done on e-commerce buyers, the behavior of buyers, the psychology of the e-commerce buyer, they have determined that more buyers are more attracted to the 99-cent price point or a 95-cent price point. And I know a lot of sellers don't like that. You know, it's not as nice and clean as a whole number. But in fact, throughout the studies, it has been proven time and time again that more items that are listed at like, for example, this would be $39.99 or $39.95. More would buy it than at 40. And you might say, well, geez, that's only a penny difference, or it's a nickel difference. It's not a big deal. And that's true. But this is about the subconscious of the buyer. It's not something that they're actually talking through in their head. It's just kind of an automatic reaction of which one they will buy. And time after time, again, it's 99-cent or the 95-cent price point. Now, within that, there's also certain price increments. So like $40, this should be $39.99. I'm going to say $39.99. I think that with your branding and everything, the 99-cent price point would work best. So this should be $39.99. This you want to mark up to $19.99, or you can mark it down to $16.99. So in between $9.99 and $19.99, the price point should be $9.99, then $12.99, then $14.99, then $16.99, up to $19.99. So that's how it works. So you don't want to use 10, 11, 13, 15, 17, or 18. So you have 18 here. So I would either, again, mark it down to $16.99 or mark it up to $19.99, depending on what you feel the market will do for these earrings. The same with this. After $19.99, prices should be increased in $5 amounts. So from $19.99, the next price increment should be $24.99, and then it goes to $29.99, and then $34.99, and then $39.99, so on and so forth. Now you can take the $5 increments all the way up to $100, or at $50 or $49.99, you can start pricing in $10 increments. So $59.99, $69.99, $79.99, all the way up to $100. Well, $99.99. So this really needs to be marked up to $34.99, or you can mark it down to $29.99. Again, you know your business better. Usually most handmade sellers undersell. So I think you could absolutely mark that up to $34.95. Same with these, $19.99, $39.99, either $39.99 or $44.99. This should be $16.99. This should be $14.99. So see, on the ones that you have to mark down a little bit, it's okay, because other ones like this you need to mark up. So it'll all balance out. This should be $24.99. So now listen, you know, the way that this works, I know some people, they just have a hard time kind of grasping the increments and why, and is it a big deal? But think about it. I saw that you were from Utah. I'm assuming that you were born and raised here in the United States. They teach here in the U.S. when you're young, they teach you to round, right? We were taught to round up or to round down. So that's kind of ingrained into us. It's kind of like we're hardwired to think that way. So when you're buying something, if you were to see this at $25, or if you were to see it at $24.99, you would then say, oh, I can buy this. It's under $25, right? I mean, who cares that it's a penny? But in your mind, you are thinking it's under $25, right? And when you think about rounding, what's under $25? Well, 20. So now again, this, of course, people don't sit there and work that all out in their head when they're buying something. It's something that happens naturally. It's a subconscious thing. So $24.99 is cheaper than $25. It's under $25. And that's what they hear. That's what they think about. The same here. That needs to be $16.99, $39.99, $24.99. So, and again, when we talk about the rounding, you're leaving money on the table right here, right? Because if somebody's going to pay $23 for this bracelet, they are going to pay $24.95 or $99, right? Either way, it's under $25. And either way, it's over $20. So $23 and $24.99 don't make a difference. So you're losing out on $2 basically by not pricing that at $24.99 or $24.95. These should be $19.99, $19.99, $16.99, or $14.99. You kind of get the picture, right? So I would change all of your pricing. I think that will help you immediately. Let's talk about your photos. I'm actually quite impressed with your photos. Photos is a hard one to master. It's all about your target audience. I'm not a big fan of these on the hand. First of all, these are earrings, so seeing them on a hand is kind of weird. And even though these are bracelets, again, it's too dark. The hand is too dark. You need to have a light and bright background. As far as e-commerce goes, that is what's clicked on the most. And if you think about in browse, if you have a dark background, it kind of gets lost. If you have something kind of light and bright and the items pop off the page, you have a better chance of being seen, a better chance of being clicked on. So, and this really just adds busyness to the photos, as does this flower. The wood slices, they kind of fade into the back, but they're still kind of busy. I really like this photo, and I'm not necessarily saying all your photos should have a white background. In fact, I don't like an all white background all the time. But for your items, they're so colorful and they're so full of patterns and texture and they're so bright and cheery. You really don't want anything to compete with them. So I think out of all of your backgrounds, this one with the writing, this with the notebook, the wood, this different one, the rocks, I really think this one is the best photo in your shop. It's stunning. It's placed right. The angle is right. There's a little bit of shadows, but that's okay. It looks good. It doesn't look overexposed. It doesn't look too shadowy. This is good also, as is this one. This one is also pretty good. This is pretty good. These are good. This looks a little too overexposed to me, so a little bright. The rocks, I'd get out of there. So overall, I would say your pictures look pretty good. I would take the wood backgrounds out. I'd switch everything out for the white background. Make sure it's not too bright and don't have any props or anything in with it, because I think that your jewelry is beautiful enough on its own. Okay, let's take a look at a wire wrap bracelet. Okay, we're going to look at SEO. Now, when we talk about SEO, I'm specifically talking about Etsy SEO here because you're an Etsy shop, right? So when you learn about SEO, which is search engine optimization, you're trying to optimize your listing to be found in the search engine, right? So here, the title, that's what Etsy uses to look at to determine, hey, where do I put this person? Where do I put this listing? And these keywords or keyword phrases is what they use to determine where to place you in search. Your tags right here is another area that they look at. So you're using a lot of long tail keywords, which is great. That's when you have a keyword phrase that's more than 2 words, like 3, 4, 5 or more words is a long tail keyword or keyword phrase. So you have, for your very first one, and remember, the most important spot in this title is the first 66 characters. That's what Etsy gives priority to. So not only do they look at your title, but they give priority to the keywords that are in the first 66 characters. So you have colorful memory wire wrap bracelet. Now, looking at the first word, you have colorful. I don't think that is a very good word to have in the first part of your title. because it's too broad. So you have colorful. Now let's do memory. Okay, do you see as I'm typing, do you see the blue words kind of coming up? What you want is when I type in your first word, you want to see that keyword or keyword phrase right here in this section. Okay? But it's not coming up. See? It's not coming up. So let's take out colorful and now let's check memory wire. All right? Boom. Memory wire wrap bracelet. Right here. This is showing that this is a popular search term on Etsy. A lot of people are using this to search for an item. It's a nice long tail keyword or keyword phrase. So take colorful out and just have memory wire wrap bracelet. Space dash space. I see you have the commas here and that's fine, but it's not that it'll hurt you as far as SEO, but when we talk about the aesthetics of the listing or the page, in other words, what the buyer is really going to feel comfortable with and be not confused or find distracting, space dash space really works the best. So you'd have memory wire wrap bracelet, space dash space, and then you have cute girlfriend gift. Again, I don't think that that is being used. See, it's not. Nobody is going to the search bar and typing in cute girlfriend gift. That's what you have to think about when you come up with these keywords or keyword phrases. You have to think, what is my customer, my target audience, what are they doing when they sit in front of their computer and they go up here to the search bar and they're looking to find something like this? What are they using to search? So they're not doing cute girlfriend gift. Let's do girlfriend gift. There's one. How about gift for girlfriend? Nope, that isn't one, but girlfriend gift is. You have everyday boho bracelet. I don't know if I would consider these bracelets boho. They seem a little colorful for boho. When I think boho, I think of leather and lace and copper and brass and real hippie-ish. I don't think hot pink and lavender and I mean, these bracelets are beautiful, but I definitely wouldn't call them boho. So I would say that that is probably a waste of a keyword. How about we look at, yeah, and then you have bracelet, rose quartz, purple, lavender, orange, teal, magenta, and blue. That's, again, a waste of keywords. So your whole entire title needs to be rewritten. So you have memory wire wrap bracelet, which is right there, right? Then I would have space dash space, wrap bracelet, space dash space, beaded wrap bracelet, space dash space, beaded bracelet. There's beaded bracelets for women. I would probably say beaded bracelets for girls. These, to me, these bracelets right here seem more appropriate for high school or young women. Teens to 20s perhaps would wear these, not so much the older women. So I definitely would say back to school jewelry. Of course, school is out. So I would say maybe bracelets for girls. Right there. Bracelets for girls. I would definitely have that. Maybe best friend bracelets, because they match, right? Or they have, you have different ones that you could do. You could say best friend bracelets or friendship bracelets. How about charm bracelets? Because those have charms on it. So you have charm bracelet for girls, charm bracelets, charm bracelet. All of these are wonderful keyword phrases for you to use and for you to put in this section instead of this stuff here. Okay, so I hope that describes SEO a little bit better, and then just go through and do that with all of your items. As far as copy goes, you don't have too much, which is good, but you want to have a nice, good digital salesman for your first paragraph. For your second paragraph, really needs to be the specs. Hey, what size is it? What color is it in? Any specs that you have on it. The next paragraph should be you thanking. Thank you so much for stopping by my shop. Why don't you check out our other charm bracelets at this link? And and interlink your other bracelet or beaded bracelet or charm bracelet section, list that here, that link, because that's interlinking. That also helps strengthen your SEO. When you do have your titles all optimized properly, you want to take those keyword phrases that you come up with and copy them down here in your tags, exactly how you have them here. Now, let's say, for example, you have memory wire wrap bracelet, and that won't fit in a tag. Then you would just instead do memory wire bracelet or wire wrap bracelet. Okay, so it's important that you duplicate that you have your keywords here and in the tags. Okay, so that is really my critique of your shop. I think it's beautiful. I think you're very talented. I love the stuff that you make. I think that your target market is younger women or, high school or college girls with a lot of this stuff. Now, it doesn't mean that I wouldn't wear some of this stuff either, because I would, but I think a lot of it, because of how colorful and bright and fun it is, might be more geared towards the younger crowd. Now, it looks like, ooh, this is very pretty. Look at that. Look at these beads. Oh, those beads are beautiful. They look like watercolor beads. Yeah, you definitely have some SEO work to do for sure. I think that is definitely hurting your shop. Everything else looks good. Your pricing needs to be tweaked. Your pictures overall look good. They're not terrible. The stuff you make is very unique. It's very colorful. I could see people needing it or using it. I don't think it's a small niche at all. I think your SEO is where you struggle for sure. So I definitely would work on your SEO. I would spend your time on that. I wouldn't worry about the other stuff. Now, branding is important. You want to make sure that you get your banner in there as well. But for right now, I really think that what's hurting you is your SEO. I'm willing to bet your views are probably not very high. You need to get to, a few hundred to 1,000 over the next 2 months, I would say, in views. And then those should convert to sales because your stuff is really cute. All right, so I hope that helped. Again, I'm so sorry it took so long. If you have any questions, you can send me a PM on Facebook, or of course you can tag me on the wall. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.